Perfect. It's working. All right. Good, good, good. I think it's working. Oh, good heavens. What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are having a good day. Playing some more War Thunder. I've been playing Sekiro recently, and it's a pretty fun game. Definitely pisses me off. I beat Genichiro today, and I've been fighting Lady Butterfly, and she's a bit tough. I don't like her one attack where she spawns all the minions, and then they turn into butterflies, and she just throws them at you. I think that's kind of dumb, but whatever. And tomorrow's my first day of school for the spring semester, so I'm pretty excited for that, to see how that goes. I've got a management class, a art class, and something else. I can't remember. I made some Salisbury steak tonight, so I'll be having that for the week, and hopefully that's a banger. And I've got some potatoes as well, so I can have a baked potato and Salisbury steak. Ooh, Air Conquest, Normandy. Let's see. I gotta level this bad boy up because the next one that I unlock is under this tree. So, oh wait, is this a Hellcat? Oh my, guys, we got a Hellcat. Holy shit, no way. Pretty excited. Pretty excited. Ugh. I've been on the hunt for a copy of Dark Souls Remastered. Oh, God, almost crashed into me. I have found one, but it doesn't have like the actual cover on it. I went to a GameStop and they have Dark Souls Remastered, but it's got like one of those printed covers because it didn't come with the original case, and I want the original case, so we'll have to continue on the search. Got him. Alright, there we go, lads. Airplane. That airplane's exploding. Ooh, got him. There we go. Easy plateaus. I do like this airplane. It's pretty good. It turns reasonably fast. Like my other airplanes, which take forever to turn. Okay. Damn it. We got two of them. It's not too bad. Oh. Here we go.
Another zone captured.
We've leveled up the bomber the whole way, so we don't need to use that one. We can use this dive bomber as well. This thing turns like a fucking bus. It is horrendous.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We can't let them keep it.
What I was thinking today about like what makes people happy and like what people should do with their lives. I don't know. Like I had a conversation a while ago, a couple years ago, with some people, and they were saying how they're going for like computer science degrees, and how they'll be, you know, in a lot of debt, but it's not going to matter because they'll be making so much money that it won't matter. But you know, you see all these things about how Nvidia is making. Who the fuck is this guy behind me? Hold on. Let me smoke his ass.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours. Most of the zones are under control.
But I was thinking about it, and it's like, is he coming back? No, he's just going straight up. I was thinking about it, and I was like, does that even like really matter at the end of the day? Like, of course you have to have a job, right? I mean, it's kind of unrealistic to just not have a job. I mean, there's some people that I know that they have kind of jobs, not really. So I guess it can be done, but like if you don't want to contribute to society that much, you can do it. So like everyone has to have a job, of course, but it's like, does that really bring people happiness? Like, does having a job really make all the difference in whether someone's happy and whether they're not happy? Not really. I mean, if you have a shit job, you're probably not going to be happy. That's a given. But I mean, I think that like most people end up living for the weekend, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame, because usually what happens during the weekend is like when people get to do what they really want to do, which is like, that's good that you get a time where you like get to do things that you want to do, and it's good, of course, but like you should strive to do like a couple things that you want to do every day. Like me, I find most of my enjoyment is when I play my piano and I talk to my friends on Discord and like stream video games, and of course like no one really tunes into my Twitch streams, which is fine. But you know, it's just something I like to do for fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, there's always the thing about like addictions and not doing things too much. You always have to, you know, have a balance, of course. Jesus. Where went that guy? This guy's going down. Captured A, so that's good. But I think, like, usually the hobbies is what brings people happiness, so finding a way to capitalize on your hobbies to make the most out of your life and get the most fulfillment, I think that's a good thing. I was listening to Mel Gibson talk on Joe Rogan's podcast today, and he was just talking about how like his important movies, and the ones that he really enjoyed talking about, it seems like, were like the biblical ones, because those are the ones that were like most important to him, you know. And of course he's like a director and everything, but like Christianity is religion is a big part of his life. So of course, like if he makes a movie about religion, it's going to be pretty important to him. He's going to put a lot of work, a lot of effort in it, and you know, he can see the fruits of his labor, and people get to like, boy, this fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, that bomber's scary. You don't want to fuck with him. But he got to see like the fruits of his labor, and you know, I think that's something, is like, how much fulfillment do you get out of the things that you do? And, you know, trying to find things that have fulfillment for you as a person is probably more important to things than like, well, what kind of job do you have? Like, how much money do you make? What kind of car do you drive? Like, who really cares about that? Because if you're like like a billionaire, but you're miserable. Like, does the money matter? No, not really. I mean, because you're probably. Wait. Because you're probably not in a mind where you can truly appreciate the things that you have if you're like a miserable person, right? So, I find the times in my life where I'm the happiest is when, like, I can appreciate the things that I have in my life and I really can see them for what they are. Like just being alive, I mean, that's a wonderful thing. Because, the odds of you being alive are just about zero. But, because we exist, I mean, the impossible can be done. And I get to wake up every morning and I can look out my window and I get to think about what I'm going to do that day. And I get to make breakfast. I like making breakfast. That's always a fun thing. I want to make some pancakes this weekend. That's what I'm going to do on Saturday. That'll be fun. And I destroyed an aircraft. All right. Kind of the LeBron James of War Thunder. So that's good. But yeah, just those little things. I mean, even if sometimes, like, you're dating somebody and you're like, man, sometimes when I talk to them, I want to rip my head off. But, just being able to be in their life and be a part of something bigger with them, I mean, that's something that's just so awesome to experience as a person. I don't have anyone that I'm dating right now, but, when I do eventually find someone that I want to date, it'll be good times, I think. It'll be good times. Let's see if I can fuck this guy up.
Multiple strategic zones captured.
Not a lot of tracers. I think this is a 20mm cannon, which is pretty beast. How's that dude in the bike? What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, they smoked me like crap. That's okay. Let's see, I get to use this 3-7, so that'll be fun. Oh, it says I'm playing Sekiro. I'm not playing Sekiro, lads. I'm playing War Thunder, as you can see, I'm sure. I don't know why, but when I look at this plane, it looks like the left tail fin is off. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of a tape jar from Ark. They got like the big sail on their head. They were like a dinosaur, like a pterodactyl kind of dinosaur. Oh, I need to play that game. That game is so fun. Okay, so hold a second. Okay, I have that all unlocked. So where does that airplane go? The A308 35B. Where is the A35B? Wait. Okay. Yeah, cause this one I didn't complete all the way. Yeah, I still need all these guys. Oh, let's see. Oh god. This one will go here. Then we'll do the Firefly, which will replace the torpedo bomber. Well, okay, so this one, I think whenever we level it up, we'll put the Firefly on here. Well, fuck. And then we'll put this one here because this one has the defensive gunner things for it. Okay, why is this also one? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fucking why, Anyways. Yeah, let's get back into it. You know, and I find there's a lot of things in life that just, they don't really matter that much. Like politics, you know, who wins the election, who loses the election, does it really matter? No, not really. Like you saw, General, oh, fucking, Jesus. The president that just died, last week. I can't remember what his name is. But there was a bunch of other presidents that were at his funeral. Like Obama was there. I think George Bush was there. Um, Hillary and Bill Clinton were there. And Trump was there. And he was like laughing with Obama, which is completely fine. I don't have anything against that. Like, they're not like fucking sworn enemies as perceived on the media. You know, it's not really the end all be all. Like when they call him Hitler and stuff, like I don't really think they believe it. I think they believe that the public will believe it, but I don't think they themselves believe it. Of course, you have like certain political ideologies. Like, of course, a Republican is not going to work for like NBC, and a Democrat's probably not going to work for Fox News. Like, it's just not going to happen because they're like politically aligned in different areas. You know, it's kind of like this big game. And Mark Zuckerberg, I've been watching listening to his Joe Rogan episode, and he talks about how the Democrats are basically telling him to censor certain things. And then I watched a clip with Asmongold talking about it. He basically said that he's not appealing to one or the other. He's appealing to both because he wants his company to succeed. And while I do think that he wants his company to succeed, I do think that he, as like a person, has certain like values. Like even if someone is appealing to two different like parties, to two different kind of people to like get their company to do better, I think they're still going to have some kind of like values, like what they think is acceptable and not. Like even if they're going to do what's best for the company, and that's going to be to appeal to whatever form of government is controlling the medial space at that time. And I think that there's not like all this like everyone's good or evil, like it's all or nothing bullshit that you see online. Like it's all a shade of gray, really. Some it's light, some it's darker. I mean, there are instances of like just evil, like people that kill other people for like religious ideologies. I don't get that at all. Like, because I understand that like believing in your religion is super important for like how you live your life, and that's completely fair. Like I think people should be allowed to do that. But like, if you're killing people for your religion, like, how good is your religion? You know, like how sound is it? Because you have to think like, I think there's a lot of good things in the Bible. There's a lot of good themes and meanings and like, you know, how to live your life and stuff like that. I'm not a religious person, but I can recognize the values that it has for what it is. But there's some things like the Ark of the Covenant, like how they walked around the cities for 7 days and 7 nights, and on the 8th morning they set the Ark down, and the walls fell down, and everyone inside was fucking dead. Like, that's insane. And you know, maybe I am getting something wrong with that story. Maybe everyone inside was, you know, fucking evil. But I really, really doubt it. Like, I really do. Because surely there's, like, you know, there's children inside, there's women, there's, like, people that are sick and stuff, and, like, older folks. And it's like how is a child, like, innately evil? Like, to deserve something of that nature on like a biblical reasoning level. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me, you know? But there's nothing wrong in, you know, believing what you do as long as you're not fucking hurting other people. I think that's a, you know, that's a reasonable take. I do think that Jesus was a real person, and I do think that he did great things, but I don't think that God is real. I think that Jesus saw what hope as a catalyst can do for people, and so he used that to give people a way to see something more in humanity, like, than what it is, right? He gave them hope, is basically what he did. And hope is like the most powerful thing that a human can have, other than, you know, evil and hate. I think the argument could be made that those are more powerful. But I do think that if you have hope, that you can do almost like anything that you want to. Like, if you set your mind to something, you can do it. Like Elon Musk, I mean, he's in charge of what is it, X? He's got SpaceX. He's got Tesla. You know, it's kind of crazy. Like Mark Zuckerberg, I was talking about, he's in charge of Facebook, and he started that company when he was like 19. You know, he's just like a coder dude that likes computers, and that's his thing. And he made this social media platform, which is, you know, that's dope. Good for him, bro. I mean, but that's a hell of a thing for just a person to do on their own, right? I mean, of course he had some help along the way and everything like that, but he made the company. He's the CEO, and he holds most of the power in the company, so that, like, most CEOs in a company, they're trying to appease, like, the board and the shareholders and all that stuff, because they don't hold, like, the power to stay in the position that they're in. Like, they will eventually get fired or replaced when they get to a certain age or whatnot. But Zuckerberg doesn't have to worry about that at all, because he owns it. Like, he is the company. They can't, like, kick him out of it. I felt like I couldn't turn there for some reason. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Alrighty, let's go with a weird little plane. I do have some bombs on it. Oh, look at that. I don't get it. How do we capture Alpha? I believe that we need to be the only ones inside the radius. How do I pull up the chat? get this P-51, shall we, lads? I think there's a pathway down there. I was not paying attention. Fuck. Oh, got him. Oh my goodness, this is cool. This is like that that cave on like the Wee Island Resort, where you fly through it in a plane. Probably got shot down, I assume. This is so cool. What a fun game. You just fly around in planes and stuff. I know that when you get to the higher ranks that it gets a lot harder. But that's okay. We're not there yet. We're at like the tier 4 planes. Oh, got him. It says the A is down here. Guess we'll never know. Fuck. Oh my god, this thing is horrible at climbing. Oh my.
Request air recon. Negative.
Battle pass thing where he has to kill a bunch of people. It'd be easier to do in the mode where you capture by landing on airfields. Yeah, I don't know how you trigger certain modes to get played though. That's one of the things I don't understand about this game. It's fine, but it's just a bit like it's a bit odd because I'm always like, how do I get that certain mode to activate? Because it seems kind of random. I don't know if there is a way that you can set your match preferences, but I would like to know if there is.
Returning to the airfield.
That's a big ass gun he's got.
Request air recon.
Could you imagine if I shot one of these planes down with my armor? That would be awesome.
Repairing.
Got him. What the fuck happened to him? Why'd he do that? He just flew right up into the ceiling. That was fun. Yeah, it was just my little yap session. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm off to school, so I'll have to see how that goes. First day of spring semester. But I hope you all have a wonderful night.